I'm really glad you're here. It's important for you to become very much familiar with the way that exam questions are worded prior to your exams and also be aware of what examiners are looking for. This video will be going through EDEXCEL GCSE Business Paper 1 and I will show you the mark scheme with the answers too. If you'd like a free revision checklist that covers all the topics on your course, then do go to the description box and you'll see the link there. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified when more videos like this are released. I've put a link to the paper in the description box so you can download it and answer the paper alongside me. We'll be going through the paper quite swiftly, so feel free to pause when you need to. Section A. Which one of the following is an example of a variable cost? Insurance, packaging, rent, or salaries? And the answer is B. Packaging. Next question. Which one of the following could be used to identify a market segment? A. Demographics, B. Inflation, C. Marketing mix, or D. Revenue? And the answer is A. Demographics. Our first 3-marker. Explain one risk for an entrepreneur when starting a new business. Now, if you want to know how to structure any of the questions in this paper, then do check the link in the description box and you'll see links to videos that will give you tips and let you know how to structure the answers. So back to the question. You can pause the video now if you'd like to attempt the question. Let's take a look at the mark scheme. Now there's more than one way that you can answer these type of questions. So you might have written an entrepreneur may take a financial risk when starting a business. This is because a new business will need financial investment to start up. If the business fails, then the entrepreneur could lose this money. Or an entrepreneur may have to give up their job to start the business. This could lead to them losing regular income from wages, salary. This will lead to a lack of security in their lives. Or any other appropriate response. Next question. Explain one way a small business could add value to a product. Let's take a look at the possible answers. You could have written one way that a business could add value is to improve the quality of its product. Customers would therefore be willing to pay a premium price for the product. This leads to a larger difference between the final price and cost of raw materials. Or a business could add value through developing a unique selling point. This will differentiate the product from its rivals. Therefore, customers will pay extra for the product as they feel the product is better than the competition. Which two of the following are examples of a service? Select 2 answers. A. Birthday cake, B. Fitness class, C. Mobile phone, D. Newspaper, E. Train journey. And the answers are B. Fitness class and E. Train journey. Which two of the following are examples of cash inflows? Select 2 answers. A. Bank loan, B. Insurance, C. Raw materials, D. Receipts, E. Wages. And the answers are A. Bank loan and D. Receipts. Our first calculation question. Table 1 contains information about a small business for 1 month. We have the number of sales, 2,700, variable cost per unit, £6, sales price per unit, £20, and the break-even level of output, 1,500. Using the information in Table 1, calculate the margin of safety. You're advised to show your workings. Now, in order to calculate the margin of safety, you can use the following formula. The number of sales minus the break-even level of sales. So you can pause the video now if you'd like and attempt the question. The number of sales are 2,700 and the break-even sales are 1,500. So that's 2,700 minus 1,500. And that gives us an answer of 1,200 units. Explain one disadvantage to a small business of using an overdraft as a source of business finance. Let's take a look at the mark scheme. One possible answer you might have had is overdrafts can be an expensive source of finance. The bank may charge a high rate of interest for the overdraft facility. This will lead to an increase in costs for the business. Or, overdrafts cannot be used for long-term financial projects. This will prevent a business from using the overdraft to fund investment. Therefore, the business may struggle to finance long-term growth. Explain one impact on a small business of an increase in unemployment. Let's take a look at the possible answers. A business could experience a fall in demand as unemployment rises. This is because customers will have less money to spend if they lose their job. This will lead to a reduction in sales for the business. Or, the business may find it easier to recruit new employees. This is because there will be more people trying to find a job. This will lead to a business finding a better quality employee for the position. Which one of the following is a definition of insolvency? A. A product becoming obsolete. B. Business failure due to unpaid debts. C. Generating high levels of revenue. Or D. Understanding the business environment. And the answer is B. Business failure due to unpaid debts. Figure 1 shows a cash flow of a business from May to August. Use the information in Figure 1, calculate the total net cash flow from May to August. You are advised to show your workings. Now, in order to calculate the net cash flows, you need to calculate the cash inflows and deduct the cash outflows. So let's have a look at the cash inflows for this business. In May, it was £3,000, June £5,000, July £6,000, August £5,000. Our total cash inflows are £19,000. Now let's take a look at our cash outflows. For May it was £4,000, June £3,000, July £3,000 and August £4,000. That gives us a total of £14,000 for our cash outflows. So cash inflows is £19,000. We need to deduct the cash outflows of £14,000 and that gives us an answer of £5,000. Next question, explain one way a small business could reduce its variable costs. Let's take a look at the possible answers. One way to reduce variable costs is to find a cheaper supplier. This means a business will pay less for its raw materials. This will lead to a lower cost of production for each unit. Or, a business could buy its raw materials in bulk. Therefore, the business may be given a discount by the supplier. This could lead to economies of scale for the business. Next, explain one advantage to a small business of meeting all employment legislation. Employees will feel the business is taking care of them. This will increase their levels of motivation. Therefore, productivity could increase in the business. Or, the business will not be prosecuted for breaking employment law. As a result, it will not receive any financial penalties for breaking the law. Therefore, the business can invest more money into projects to improve the business. A 6-mark discuss question. Discuss how possible conflicts between owners and employees could affect the profit of a small business. Let's take a look at the possible answers. Employees and owners may disagree about working practices in the business. This will lead to lower productivity and therefore increased costs of production within the business. This could lead to lower profits in the business. Or, employees may put pressure on the owners for higher pay. Increases in wages could lead to employees needing to be paid more, which could therefore lower profit margins. Section B. On to the case study. And for section B and C, all of your answers must relate to the case study. Little Movers is a business that offers preschool dance and movement classes. It also specializes in themed birthday parties and provides workshops in many local authority children's centres. The business was founded in 2007 by Melanie Buck, and within weeks of opening, hundreds of families were attending the classes. Little Movers exceeded Melanie's expectations. She struggled to keep up with the demands of running the business and her commitment to being a mother of 2 young children. Melanie originally started Little Movers as she felt she could run the classes whilst her children were at school. This independence would also help her achieve a key objective of enjoying all of the school holidays with her own children. To keep up with the high levels of demand, Melanie decided to expand her business through franchising. As a franchisor, she believed that she could offer a proven business formula together with a wide range of support to franchisees. This included use of the Little Movers brand, being the only Little Movers franchise in a particular area, full training and a centralised online booking system. Franchisees also receive lesson plans each month for the classes. This approach proved to be highly successful. Little Movers now has franchises throughout the north of England and has recently had inquiries to open franchises in Poland and Dubai. Outline one factor that may influence the location of a Little Movers franchise. Little Movers will have to consider the location of its other franchises. They will need to be close to a number of families with preschool children. A 6-mark analyse question. Analyse the impact of an entrepreneur of being a Little Movers franchisee. The franchisee will have access to help and support from the franchisor. The business already has an established and successful brand. They will receive full training and bookings can be done via a centralised booking system. This support makes it easier than starting the business as a sole trader. Or, the franchisee will need to pay startup and royalty fees to the franchisor. This leads to an increase in costs for the franchisee, who will have to pay the monthly fees for branding and lesson plans, even if they create their own lessons. When starting the business in 2007, Melanie took out a loan. The financial details of this loan are in Table 2. We can see the loan required from the bank, £10,000, the total repayments for the loan, £11,100, and the length of the loan, 3 years. Using the information in Table 2, calculate the interest on the loan as a percentage of the total amount borrowed. You are advised to show your workings. So when we're calculating the interest of the loan, this is the formula we need to use. Total repayment minus borrowed amount divided by the borrowed amount times by 100. So you can pause the video and give this question a go. So the total repayment borrowed is £11,100 minus the borrowed amount, £10,000, divided by the borrowed amount, £10,000, and we multiply that by 100. That gives us an answer of 11%. Using the information in Table 2, calculate to 2 decimal places the monthly repayments for the loan. You are advised to show your workings. We know the total repayments for the loan is £11,100, and separately we need to calculate the length of the loan, which is 3 years. Now, in order to calculate the length of the loan, we know that there are 12 months in each year, so that's 12 times 3, that gives us 36. So with that information, we need to divide 36, which is 36 months, by 11,100, which is a total repayment for the loan. And the answer we get is £308.33. On to a 6-mark analyse question. Analyse the impact on Little Movers of having a strong brand. You can pause the video now and attempt the question. There are 2 possible answers. A strong brand helps customers to identify with the business. It will help them to associate certain qualities with the brand, such as the amount of fun their children have at the dance classes. This will allow the business to create loyalty to the brand and generate repeat custom. This is important because Little Movers want parents to bring their children throughout the preschool years and not just try it once. Or, branding allows the business to add value to the preschool dance classes. Adding value is important because it will allow the franchisee to charge a premium price. There is a lot of competition in this market, and parents want the best for their children. If they have a perception of quality, then they will pay more for the classes and birthday parties. State one non-financial aim that Melanie may have when starting Little Movers. It could be social objective to keep children active. It could also be something like a personal satisfaction of starting a business as a mother of 2 children. It could be independence, so she could spend school holidays with her children. Only one of these is required. Next, outline one benefit to Little Movers of having an online booking system. It makes it easier to keep a track of the bookings that are being made for the dance classes. This will mean Little Movers has a much better understanding of which classes are successful with parents. On to a 9-mark justify question. Little Movers is considering 2 options to carry out market research for possible new franchises in Poland. Option 1, internet research to identify competitors in Poland. Option 2, conducting focus groups with parents living in Poland. Justify which one of these two options little movers should choose. Now it's up to you what option you choose. It's just really about how you apply the exam techniques. And as I said, do check out the videos in the description box because they go into detail about each specific type of question. So let's take a look at a possible answer if you chose option 1. Internet research to find out about dance schools is cheap and convenient to carry out. There will be a wide number of websites that can be used to check if there are similar businesses that offer preschool classes in Poland. This can be used to see if there is a lot of competition or if a gap in the market exists. However, the reliability and language barriers of internet research can be an issue. The websites of the dance schools may be out of date and do not give any indication whether the business is successful or not. Or option 2, conducting focus groups with parents living in Poland. Focus groups could be used to ask specific questions to parents on the types of services they want for their children. This will allow Melanie to see if her existing franchise model would work in Poland or if it would need to adapt to suit the new market. Preschool age groups may be different in other countries. However, this would be more expensive than secondary research as she will have to take more time to conduct the research. She will also have to travel to Poland. This leaves less time to prepare new lesson plans for the franchises in the UK. Section C. Digital Allies. Digital Allies is a private limited company. It supports clients to create marketing materials that can be used in a wide range of digital communications. This includes online advertising, web design, and digital data analysis to ensure clients are getting the most from their digital communications. It also offers training to businesses on how they could use social media and digital communication to improve their marketing. The use of social media is something Digital Allies believes is becoming a major influence on how customers interact with businesses. It manages marketing campaigns across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. This allows its clients to target a wide range of consumers and to analyze these communications on social media to give businesses a competitive advantage over their rivals. In February 2019, Digital Allies announced a 3-year expansion plan which involved doubling its workforce to 40 employees and moving to new offices. The business believed that this move would allow it to employ people with the most up-to-date knowledge and to become one of the main digital marketing companies in the UK. In February 2019, Digital Allies announced a 3-year expansion plan which involved doubling its workforce to 40 employees and moving to new offices. The business believed that this move would allow it to employ people with the most up-to-date knowledge and to become one of the main digital marketing companies in the UK. State one source of revenue for Digital Allies. You might have written sales income from web design, fees for attending training courses, consultancy fees from digital marketing campaigns. 1 mark. Figure 2 shows the number of social media accounts in the UK in 2019. We can see the number of social media accounts there. We can see Facebook 40 million, Snapchat at 14.5, LinkedIn at 27, Twitter at 13.6 and Instagram at 24. Question asks us, use the information in figure 2, identify which social media platform was the second largest in the UK in 2019. And we can see there that it is LinkedIn at 27 million. Outline one impact on the owners of Digital Allies from being a private limited company. They have limited liability. This will reduce the risk of the 3-year expansion plan. Another 9-mark question, our final 9-mark question of the paper. In order to help improve digital marketing for a local university, Digital Allies is considering 2 options. Option 1, improve the design of the university website. Or option 2, design a social media campaign to target new students. Justify which one of these 2 options Digital Allies should choose. Let's take a look at a possible answer for option 1 first. If Digital Allies improve the design of the website, then it will give the university a more modern and contemporary feel that will appeal to new students. The university is likely to be the main source of information where students are making their choice on where to study. If the website is attractive, then it will create a good impression Students are more likely to select a degree course from that university as a result. However, this relies on students visiting the website. If the students are not fully aware of the university through other means, then they may never visit the website and see the new design. This could depend on how many students are from other geographical locations. Or option 2, design a social media campaign to target new students. Let's have a look at a possible answer for that. The target market of students is more likely to use and interact with social media on a regular daily basis. This increases the likelihood that they could see the digital communication. Young people now use a variety of different social media platforms, which provides a range of opportunities for digital allies. The way in which some platforms such as Facebook and Twitter operate will allow communication to spread amongst users as they can see other profiles. However, it depends on how long communication on social media is visible. If it does not stay visible for long, and users may tend to pass over information very quickly. Information about courses at university could be too detailed for this method of communication. Our final question in the paper, the Big 12 marker, evaluate the impact that changes in technology may have on digital allies. You should use information provided as well as your own knowledge of business. Let's take a look at a mark scheme answer. So this is the mark scheme answer. This is not necessarily how you would structure a 12 marker. As I said, do check out the videos in the playlist. They've got examples in most of them as well, but there definitely is one for the 12 marker, so do check it out. And then you will come back and you really know how to structure a 12 marker well to get full marks. What you see here are points that the examiner would like to see. Changes in technology can be seen as a business opportunity for digital allies, as its clients will need more help in understanding how digital communications can improve their marketing. There will be increased demand for training courses on how social media can be used because clients will be more focused on their business activities. If there is an increase in demand for training courses, then digital allies can put on additional courses or possibly charge higher prices for carrying out digital analysis. This could help fund its expansion plans. They will also have the capacity to offer additional services because they have doubled the workforce to 40 employees. However, Digital Allies operates in a very competitive market where changes in technology are happening extremely quickly. This will lead to it needing to constantly respond to change if it is to achieve its objective of being one of the leading digital marketing companies in the UK. This will depend if Digital Allies can afford constant investment and the subsequent higher costs in the business. Thank you for watching this video. The next 2 videos that will appear on the screen is what YouTube thinks you should watch next.